My name is Manish Patel. I'm a oncologist who specializes in the care of taking care of patients with lung cancer. I'm at the University of Minnesota.
My name is Julie Swedberg. I am a stage 4 lung cancer patient. I have been living with lung cancer for 6 years, and I have the EGFR mutation with MET amplification, and I'm on my 6th line of treatment right now.
We're here to today to talk a little bit about clinical trials and with the hopes of really trying to educate folks about what it's like to be in a clinical trial. How did you decide to join a clinical trial in the first place?
So with my decision to enroll in a clinical trial, it actually didn't start at the time that I decided to enroll in a clinical trial. It started way beforehand. I knew that my line of treatment would eventually stop working. So one of the things that I've been very proactive about is looking at clinical trials and possible options for when my current line of treatment fails, so that I'm ready and able to have options for a clinical trial. So I have started looking for clinical trials probably on my 3rd line of treatment, when I knew I was going to be running out of options. And to date, I have probably applied for 3 different clinical trials, and I've participated in one, just knowing that once that line of treatment was over, I would need another option. So that's kind of how I went about it. And my main resource for looking at clinical trials was clinicaltrials.gov, looking at locations within Minnesota, reaching out to other patients. I think that's a really important resource as well. People who have been on clinical trials or know of clinical trials within their area. And so that is kind of how I approached looking at clinical trials. And then when I would find something that would meet my mutation and other requirements, I spoke to my oncologist about it as well. So just to get his opinion on whether or not this would be an option for me and find out a little more information, see if it was at my facility, because I go to the Mayo Clinic, and sometimes the clinical trial will not be at those locations, so you have to find out where they're going to be and if you have to travel or not. So that's kind of the approach I took with finding a clinical trial.